Hello, my name is Cameron. I am a former fraud prevention officer and I make videos and I do visas for those wishing to come to the US on a K1 or CR1 or IR1 visa. And so today we're going to be talking about specific requirements for applicants, well, beneficiaries from Brazil. So Brazil actually does have some unique requirements, so you're going to want to make sure you pay attention. I'm traveling right now, that's why I'm wearing this, and I'm in an Airbnb, but let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, in Brazil, all K1 interviews happen in Rio, regardless of where the applicant lives. This is different than other countries. So for example, in Vietnam, you could either go to Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. In Brazil, it's gotta be Rio. Next, police certificates. Brazil has three main types of police certificates. First is a federal police clearance, court-issued clearances. So USCIS does not need these at the I-129F stage, but the consulate absolutely does. So when you are applying, make sure you have all three police certificates just to avoid any sort of delays in your application. Remember, consular denials are not appealable. So when it comes to immigration, it's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Number three is your birth certificate. It must be the full form birth certificate. Okay, so you can't have a short form one. Also, if the original one is old, get a new one. And third, it has to be translated into English by a certified translator. You cannot just run it through ChatGPT and then print out the translation. It has to be by a recognized, certified English translator. Okay, this is another issue. If your beneficiary is a male, military service is technically required for all Brazilian men, but many men are exempted. So just make sure that you have the military, just make sure you have the military discharge certificate or proof of exemption. 5, medical exam. The medical exam for K1 is only done in Rio de Janeiro by consulate approved doctors. You can't just go to any doctor and get the exam. This is because the partner hospitals, they send the results directly to the embassy. They don't rely on the applicant to bring it to them for obvious reasons. Okay, and Brazil is unfortunately considered a high fraud country. So if you do have a beneficiary from Brazil, make sure that your evidence is solid. You're going to need solid proof, photos, plane tickets, just real evidence that the relationship is legitimate. So just meeting her online, you went there once and then you're applying for a K1, technically it's legal, but just know that the burden of proof is going to be higher for you to prove that the relationship is legitimate. All right, that's the end of this video. I will go back to my vacation now. So thank you very much. I hope that you found this to be helpful. You have a good day.